Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. I have got some of the most beautiful molds and inlays to play with. Now these were sent to me by Dennis over at Resin Supplies Den on Facebook. I'll leave the link below if you want to get your hands on these. I am not affiliated with Dennis, so I do not earn any commission if you guys decide to go ahead and order these, but these were sent to me to play with. Dennis asked me many months ago, he's been waiting a very long time for me to show these, what my favourite animal was, and straight up, elephants. In case anyone was wondering, elephants are my favourite animal on planet Earth. Now, he did create these specifically for me, but they are now available if you guys want to go ahead and order them, which is so cool. We have a giant elephant embossed mold and the matching giant inlay, measuring 15 by 15. They're super cute. I say super cute, they're big, but the little ones, they are so gorgeous. We've got a miniature elephant inlay, a miniature elephant mold, and also a second inlay, but it's chunky. So he not only made me two miniature inlays, one is really thin and one is a bit fatter. So again, I've got these 5 pieces to play with. I won't be playing with them all in one video because no one has 3 hours to sit here with me and create. But someone else did ask me last week, can I make a video looking at Valentine's gifts for him? So that was the intention behind this video, was to make something for him. But looking at these inlays, I thought, why not go one step further and make a partner Valentine's project? So we've got matching things, but different. My first idea was a snap. So we create the elephant inlay or the elephant mold, cut it straight down the middle, and we've got one piece each. Of course, I would make it look super cute. My next thought was, which is a bit brutal, but I have done it in the past, and that was to cut the elephant inlay directly up the center and then mold them separately. So again, you've got 2 separate key rings that you can bring together and match. But I decided to play safe. I didn't want to wreck any of my pieces here. Guys, I've just looked out the window and it's snowing and I can barely breathe. It's snowing outside, and okay, back to the voiceover. I will go and look at the snow in a few seconds. I am using the Let's Resin Intense Chameleon powders, again all linked below, and I'm using the blue in the mold, but for the inlay I decided to go with a gold colour. Now this is the most intense gold I've ever seen. Now I know they are intense colours, but they truly are intense colours. Now the reason I've placed my silicone inlay down on my transfer tape is so that none of that powder gets in and underneath the underbelly of the inlay. The last thing you want is any powder on the underneath of this inlay, otherwise it will not cling to the silicone mold. It won't cling to the surface that you really need it to cling to in order to stop resin seeping underneath. So the best method, I promise, is to lay it down on tape or lay it down on your transfer tape like I have, and this is going to ensure a clean bottom. Using my tweezers then, real gently, I just placed it down into the mold. This mold here is the 9-ring pendant mold from Molds and Shapes, but of course I'm only using one of them. I genuinely just thought a little matchy, like a little matching set or a matching gift would be such a cute idea. But I have to tell you this, it was really hard for me to take that and go and make a gift for a man, because it really does depend what your partner is interested in. It depends what they're into. It depends what they're interested in. You know, some are really into their DIY or sport or gardening or fishing. Some don't even have hobbies. So my advice for you, if you want to make something for your partner who is a man, think about what it is they like, and really, honestly, it's personal preference. Go down that route would be my advice. Tim's not even that into elephants. I am. So I'm kind of selfish making this. Now I did use the black polyurethane. This is a super fast 20-30 minute cure. I used the black polyurethane and I got this from I Love Mixed Media here in the UK, and I just filled them both. It's the easiest, fastest thing to do, especially if you're running late and you need a last minute gift. This is what we are looking like when we peel back that miniature inlay of the elephant. Absolutely wow. And then, of course, we have got the mold itself where we brushed the powder in. These are both so, so beautiful. They are absolutely different but identical. And I just think it makes the most gorgeous gift. You get one each, even a friend's, you know, a Valentines. I think that's new, isn't it? The last couple of years, it's called Valentines, where, you know, you love your girls, so you just give all your friends little gifts as well. Super cute idea to make all matchy things, so you've all got the same thing. Now, we are going to highlight this elephant. This was the mold. So I'm just rubbing in some white acrylic paint and simply rubbing it off with a wet wipe. Now, in an ideal world, you'll rub this in, take off the excess, and then leave it to dry before giving it a final rub. All I did here was I rubbed it in with my finger because it is acrylic paint. It's not toxic. I rubbed it in with my finger, used a wet wipe to rub the majority off. And then around 5 minutes later, I just came in to clear up those blue spaces. And this is what it was looking like. And then I kind of wiped around the edges to get rid of any excess paint because, of course, I did make such a mess. Once I've done this, we let it dry. We let it fully dry, making sure that that acrylic paint is utterly cured before going in with a UV resin top coat. You can already see the chameleon powder popping there. A little bit of pink, purple, a little bit of yellow in some of the light. But I'm doing this slowly just so you can kind of see the chameleon popping through. So that is what I did. I top coated the elephant from the mold. But the one that was the inlay inside the mold, I'm actually not going to do any more with. You could, of course, fill it completely. You could add paint into that as well to highlight the embossed areas. You could then fill it with resin, top coat it with UV resin, whatever it is you decide to do. But once I peeled that inlay out, oh my goodness me, I fell in love with the depth of that elephant inside the black resin. So for me personally, I'm going to keep it like that. But how you finish your pieces is entirely up to you. Remember, you are the artist, you are the creator. How you do things is down to you. But this is what we are looking like with the UV top coat. I did notice a couple of bits that I'd missed, so I made sure that I filled it completely before putting it under the UV light. And this is what they're both looking like. And this is also where I mean they're not really gender specific because, guys, I made the blue one for myself, but it was the black and gold that stole my heart. So Tim will get the blue and the black and gold will sit on my keyrings. But yeah, again, you have to choose your own colorways. You have to do something that your partner is interested in, or your best friend, or your children, depending on who you're making it for Valentine's. All you have to do now is hook them up to your keychains. One is easy. We just have to put a keychain loop in it. And the other one, of course, we have to drill a hole ourselves. And I'm using my go-to jewellery drill, which is all linked below. I have a whole section on jewellery and tools used in my Amazon storefronts down below. That drill is also in there. Then I'm just using a screw eyelet to screw it in. Now I did use a jump ring on here, but honestly these jump rings are really and truly designed for delicate dangly earrings. They're not really designed for key rings. So I put 3. I put 3 on there because A, it looks pretty cool, and B, I knew it was going to hold it more. Okay, so back to the molds and the inlays. They are simply stunning. I don't have any other words. I absolutely love elephants. I love these designs. I think they're delicate. I think they're just beautiful. Thanks to Dennis again for sending them over to me. Now, Dennis, of course, did send me 2 giant ones. He sent me a mold and an inlay in the big style. Oh, more than that, I think. 2 inlays and a mold. Yeah, so here you see the 2 inlays. One's thin, one's thick. He also sent me the large mold. So there was more to this. There was more to this package. I haven't used them all in this video. Of course, I can't use everything in one video, but hopefully I'll get back to those and use those at a future date. But thanks again to Dennis, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. But the one thing to take away from this video is, whether you're making it for a man or a woman, whether your partner is a man or a woman, I would really put some thought into what it is they like. Not everyone, I'm not saying that you all have to go and get an elephant inlay to make these. You really could use anything. There's so much out there. Even if your partner loves football, you know, you could go and get some rubber stamps, some football rubber stamps, use those as inlays and create something very, very similar to this. So really it's down to you to think about what it is that really makes your partner's heart sing, and then create something that is really specific to them. I hope this has helped. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video.